I still remember the taste of betrayal that morning. Sharp, metallic, like biting my tongue and feeling blood flood my mouth. 7 years I'd poured into that company. 7 years of flawless reports, endless nights without rest, shouldering crises that weren't mine to fix. I carried the weight everyone else abandoned, and foolishly, I believed that dedication meant something. I thought my wife understood that too. She wasn't just my wife. She was my manager, the one person who truly saw how hard I bled for that place. I entrusted her with my career, my life, my love. Trust, such a delicate, fleeting currency. When the promotion list was revealed, I stood in the boardroom, my ties suffocating, pulse steady. I was sure it was mine. It had to be. 7 years of effort versus 11 months. Rachel barely knew the system, couldn't navigate half the software without me covering her mistakes. But my wife, my manager, smiled, nodded me at her. "Congratulations, Rachel," she said, draping an arm over her friend's shoulder. "We need fresh perspectives. Sometimes friendship outweighs seniority." Then she looked at me, direct, cold, smirking. Friendship over love. The words cut me slowly, deliberately, like a knife tracing across my chest. I returned her smile, nodded, applauded, the perfect husband, the obedient employee. While everyone else was distracted by Rachel's fake modesty and champagne-laced laughter, I drafted my resignation. 2 sentences. No drama. No pleading. Effective immediately. I wish Rachel the best. Printed it. Signed it. Walked to the CEO's office and sat on his desk with the calm of a man laying down a loaded gun. When he read it that afternoon, chaos erupted. "Is this some kind of joke?" His voice cracked across the office, rattling glass walls. Papers flew as he slammed the letter down. "You're our top performer. You can't just..." But I already had. Betrayal isn't answered with pleas. It's answered with strategy. Looking back, the signs had been there all along. Late-night meetings that weren't meetings. Rachel always appearing at our dinner table, her perfume lingering, her laughter too familiar in my home. I told myself it was harmless. My wife insisted Rachel was like a sister. I wanted to believe. I wanted to stay blind. But blindness is weakness. So I watched, quietly, methodically, every lingering glance in the office, every whispered conversation, every suspicious late-night text she thought I wouldn't see. I built a dossier, screenshots, timestamps, mismatched expense reports, hotel receipts tucked in her handbag. It wasn't rage driving me. It was clarity. If she wanted friendship over love, let her have it, but I would claim everything else. The weeks following my resignation were my silence phase. I vanished from office radar, but not from the CEO's mind. Calls, emails, pleased to meet. I ignored them at first. Let the tension thicken. Let the board feel the threat of losing their cleanest asset. Meanwhile, Rachel floundered. Of course she did. The promotion wasn't a crown. It was a guillotine. Every error she made dropped the blade lower. Missed deadlines. Lost clients. She had no shield anymore. And my wife? She defended her desperately, wagering her reputation on a sinking ship. I watched from the sidelines. And when panic hit its boiling point, I struck. The CEO's office smelled of cigar smoke when I finally returned. He looked older, worn. "Tell me what it'll take," he said. I slid the folder across the desk. My evidence, not just of Rachel's incompetence, but of my wife's sabotage, leaked strategies, inflated numbers, cover-ups, proof she orchestrated the betrayal, not for the company's sake, but for her friend's convenience. He turned each page slowly, color draining from his face. When he saw the hotel receipts, his hands shook. "You're saying?" I interrupted, calm, controlled. "I'm not telling you. I'm showing you." Silence fell. I could hear the hum of the air conditioning. Finally, he whispered, "If this is true, they're finished." I nodded. They already were. The fallout was surgical. Rachel was dismissed first. Publicly, brutally. She cried, begged, accused. It didn't matter. Her title revoked, her badge cut in half. Then came my wife, my manager, my betrayer. The board confronted her with the evidence. Denial, anger, tears. At one moment, she looked at me across that long table, as if I might save her. But I didn't move. She was stripped of authority, escorted out under the cold gaze of security. The same floor she once ruled in heels, she now crossed in silence. Every step an echo of humiliation, friendship over love. And now neither. That same day, the CEO offered me her chair. Manager, higher pay, authority, respect. The crown she stole, returned to me by the very hand she tried to deceive. I accepted, but on one condition: she never comes back. He agreed instantly. Sometimes I wonder she expected me to rage, to shout, to destroy when she betrayed me. That's what she counted on. But rage is wasteful. Precision cuts deeper. The night I signed my return contract, I slept alone. The house was quiet, stripped of her perfume, her laughter, her lies. And I felt something I hadn't expected. Peace. Revenge isn't fire. It's ice. And when it melts, all that remains is silence.